Hello viewers, I'm SB, and welcome back to whatever this game is. Outer Wilds, Echoes of the Eye. So here's the thing that happened. I went back, I was about to sit down and go through that particular area of the simulation off camera to try to find another way down to the bottom level. Could you not? Stupid buttons. There we go. This button, and then that button, and then this button, and then there we are. Got it. But I thought, first, you know what? You know what I should do? You know what let me do here? And we're going to be entering Sunward, by the way, so this should come pretty quickly. I thought, let me look at that film reel again to see where it is exactly that raft is. That is supposed to give us access to the other secret area. And I went and found it, and I realized it totally does display the raft that we were on. I don't know what happened. I mean, I can tell you what happened. What happened is that it was more than 3 minutes between me watching the video in preparation for the last episode and us actually getting there. And that's all the time that it takes my memory to transmute something from good information into bad information. But now I have in my head, for the moment, moving as quickly as I can here, trying not to get to that 3-minute mark. I have in my head, the correct information. We are totally going to get into that secret rock entrance. We are going to see what is in that big gap in the center of that part of the simulation, which I suspect is going to be a way to clear the final remaining lock from the great big coffin crypt. And then I guess we're gonna finally see what's in there. I'm not really sure if that's gonna be the last thing we do here. I mean, there's still the matter of like sort of assembling the narrative, right? Which is not technically a thing that happens inside the game, but you use the elements of the game to do it. There's no reason for me to go anywhere except... No, we can just go straight to the tower. Yeah, it should be fine. You use the parts of the game to do it, but it's not technically an activity that takes place within the game. What is the narrative? I'm not 100% sure. Like, okay, so it's clear that from their homeworld, which is a moon of a big planet with rings. I don't know why something about the representational planet says that it's a gas world to me. Not really relevant. But they picked up the signal of the eye. They were fascinated by it. They decided they had to do whatever they could. To some degree, it almost seems like they worshipped it. They decided they had to do whatever they could to get closer to it. So they completely strip-mined their entire home planet to build this thing, the Ring, their great ship, the Stranger. And they flew it all the way over here. But then once they were over here, they got a better idea of what its message portended, and they, first of all, were very angry, like positively betrayed, right? Burning down the houses of worship. And then, I guess, like, they all went down into the simulation of home that they had crafted and stayed there and never came back until their bodies desiccated. Like, there's definitely something really interesting here thematically going on about, like, their refusal to, in the face of a harsh reality, their refusal to engage with it, their decision to intentionally disconnect from it. That definitely mirrors some real, actual... Yeah, there's some interesting stuff going on here that I'm going to hesitate to talk too much further about until we see what else they have going. No, I know how to conceal... Why is it... That's weird. Why was it jamming the conceal controls right up in my face as though we were going to need them? I mean, we are going to need them eventually. I don't know for sure that we need this, but I figure we may as well put it up while we're here. And then we got to take our lantern all the way over to the other place because we need it to steer the raft. And also to reveal the fake cliff face. Alright. The candles don't help much, but every little bit, you know? So we need to go down here into the spooky hidden darkness staircase. Past this sign that no doubt says do not enter, but it can't affect me because I can't read it. There you go. That's how that concealing works. And then we go to... So it's a rock over here on the right. At least I think so. Aha! That's the one. Okay, nothing else going on here. So this is going to take us up to the top floor of this area, where we will get relentlessly hunted by owl people. Cool, fun. Sounds great. I mean, I'm going to put my stupid lamp down. Okay, there we go. I guess we could probably just go back at this point, right? But let's see what else is up here. Oh, interesting. Ah, we don't actually access the upper area. The elevators are for them to use, and some of them have descended, it seems like, maybe all the way down into the Minus Realm? Interesting. Very interesting. I wonder if we could use that. Is that the intent here? That I come out here and do... Oh, Jesus. Well... That feels a little unfair. I got deposited into his mouth, basically. I'm not taking the blame for that one. I was kind of hoping I could bait him into stepping onto the stairs, and then we could run around him real fast. But that does mean that the lights are out already. Do I need a lantern to operate this thing? Hold on. We shouldn't at this point, right? I should be able to just go down there in this mode. I needed the lantern to get back. Would I survive this jump? I mean, we're gonna do it. Oh, I cascaded off of the... And I did intend to cascade off of that rock, but I really thought we would go, you know, in the direction that the slope of the rock indicated. It is clearly the case that that rock has like a volume on it that pushes you into the water. Well, phooey. I mean, either that or I screwed the jump up, but that doesn't seem possible, right? Me making an error? Very difficult to imagine. So, what is this? This guy just, like, walks around here? I mean, let's just try the simple way, I guess. You do, in fact, survive. Would have been easy enough to do that with the lantern, too, I suppose. Okay, so this is a whole building with, like, pictures and stuff, and light might be helpful. That's possible. But we know from experience that most of these pictures are going to be nothing, right? they're going to be the same images of owl people. Maybe not. Maybe it's worth hauling the lantern down here. I mean, just for the sake of my curiosity, we're going to try it, but I want to see if there's anything else in here that we can discern about the place before we're in danger. Oh, this is one of the rooms that delivers the owl folk. Okay. So you end up with 3 of them. And there are these holes to fall into. So you could at least break pursuit pretty easily. That thing's... okay. That thing's gonna catch you if you're... Yep, and then we can't actually take the elevator without the lantern, because that's how the lanterns work. Okay, so we are gonna have to actually navigate this area in the spooky dark with many predators about. But now we know what it's shaped like, at least. It's gonna be really easy to fall in the holes in the middle there. Am I going to be able to get back up? And maybe I should just... I'm going to step into the water. I do not know for sure that I would be able to make it back up. And we may as well not waste the time. Okay, so we have to weave past that one dude. It doesn't seem like we're going to be in a position where health matters very much. Like, there's not another drop or anything. So we may want to just go ahead and take the drop to shortcut having to deal with that one hunter. Now, is his lantern on? I don't know if he's... I don't know if we're going to be able to see him from far away. Well, he definitely saw that. How am I supposed to know if he's, like, this is not great strats here. And in the dark, he has a huge advantage in the, you know, construction of his entire face. Okay. Well, now we know. He did really come all the way over to us in the total dark, though. That's a tough strategy to deal with. Ah, bloody hell. Oh yeah, how do you like this? What is my plan here? You know, if I did, like, lure him into the house down here and evade him here, it would mean we get free reign of the upstairs area to get to where we're going. Come on. We're gonna try some maneuvers. Hi. Do you not know how to get down here? Have I broken your pathing? Okay. I mean, actually, if he wants to just turn around and walk away at this point, that would also be okay. Does he walk away in the complete dark? Does he doesn't light for himself even? Yeah, okay. Well, let's not give myself away any more than I have to. This is gonna suck. This is a part where we actually are going to have to play the thing the way they want us to play it, which is a scary way. And apologies for how difficult it's going to be for y'all to tell what's happening in this part. It's not going to be ideal. Ah, bloody hell. He turned around on us. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go die. Let's just reset the timer here. I'll go hop in the rapids real quick. Get myself electro-powered. That'll run the lantern. So it is not... Yeah, I assume we're going to have to do that whole, like, art gallery area almost completely in the dark, or literally completely in the dark. Because they're all going to be walking around and doing that same thing. Man, that's going to be a nightmare. Oh, that didn't actually kill me. Okay, there we go. There we go. Stupid, powerful Hearthian heart. Okay, so... There's not really a lot of tricks to employ here. I think it's going to be a lot of walking in the dark. I wonder, though, if I put a lantern somewhere... We're going to test the strategy real quick. I'm wondering if I can plant a lantern for myself to come back to. No, probably not, because it's going to reset. Like, it'll be the one in my hand outside of the simulation, and... Yeah, never mind. Because I was just thinking, we could stick a lantern at the downward spiral staircase pretty easily before blowing out the candles, and then do the candle blowout thing in Matrix mode. You know, like, there's a way to cheat at least part of this, but I don't think it doesn't really make sense. Hello, stranger. My old friend. Perfect. So you need every spare second to get jump scared. It's critically important stuff. They really do not make this part easy, though, huh? Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to think of like some kind of sneaky or clever strategy to employ. And I really don't know that there is one. I don't know that there's any kind of like... I don't know that there's a cheat. I think we're just going to have to actually do this. And that is the worst possible answer. Can you tell that I am a computer scientist at heart? Here, it's going to try to push us this way. May as well lean into it. So we could spend some time in Matrix mode just watching that first owl move around. Get a sense of his pattern. But honestly, his pattern seems to be do whatever is going to make life difficult at any given moment. Like, he's never not in the worst place. Let's take a moment to identify other places where I might be able to make that jump down safely, because I think that's going to be critical. right, so we're going to put the lantern down immediately here. Well, not immediately, but right outside. So that we can look down over that balcony and see if there's a way to identify a spot that doesn't require us to go into that house at all would be wonderful. And it should, in theory, be doable. Right? Because this is that same landmass. Yeah, like I bet if I just jump down right here, I'd be okay. Alright, that'll be the move. Screw that dude, his security is too effective. We will simply go around him. But it is far from ending our troubles. Now, if I move quicker, once I blow out the lights, maybe I can get back over here before he's really in position. And if I do that, where's a good jump down? I guess like from here's, no, actually no, from here is bad. There's not a better jump down than like where the elevator is. Or I guess going around the other way. Going around the other way would probably be smarter. All right, we'll try something like that. Do this and then jump across to there. And we don't have to be careful here, right? Because all of these dudes are just they're just going straight for the bottom. So all I actually have to do is there it is. It's pretty grabby. It gets you from a distance, which is good because I did not remember where it was. I did not remember that it was so far up. Oh, right. On this trip, we can actually just take the intended route. Now, hold on a second. Ah, damn it. I don't feel like I know where I'm going. And I'm a little worried that I'm going to accidentally turn a light back on. It's like pretty important that they stay off. Well, that was the sound of somebody noticing me. Okay, here we go. Right, yeah. Okay. No light allowed, even down at the bottom. My kingdom for a checkpoint. Alright. How hard is it to get Matrix mode here? Pretty hard. I'm like now completely lost. I don't know where I am relative to anything. I cannot be very close to my light. Jesus Christ. Okay. So... do you come all the way up here? So if we stick to the right wall, there is sometimes an opening here, but they all kind of patrol. Okay, so they do like circles. We can get underneath very easily, but being underneath sucks a huge amount. All right. Is this not a staircase that I get on top of? Am I going to find that I can't get my way back up to my lantern? Are these the stairs? We are, in fact, going to find that I cannot get back to my lantern. Didn't really think this was going to be that challenging. Okay. So I found my way to the bottom. It turns out I may have put that lantern in a position that completely fucks us. So that's fun. Alright. In real life, this would be less of a problem because I could put my damn hand on the wall. So I'm trying to... Here we go. Nope. How do you get back up? Okay, so right now I feel like this line on the wall I thought was the edge of the staircase. It clearly is not. I must be under the stairs right now? Maybe? Okay, so we should be moving into that hallway on the side. Where is that? The hallway's over here. Okay. I'm going to use this to try to orient a little bit. Okay. I mean, probably what I ought to do at this point is just die and restart the loop, because I don't know that I'm going to have another move. Well, I mean, we don't need to restart the loop necessarily, but I think I probably do need to just feed us to an owl. Putting that lantern in that position, apparently, really bad idea. Because it makes the stairs completely invisible. I just wanted to get some intel. Alright, so it's exceedingly difficult to go down the side stairs. There is an opening, but you really would need light to see when it is, and they will obviously kill you if you use light to see where it is. So, instead... So wait, can I not... Doesn't this connect to the elevator area? Can't you reach the elevator area from here? Yeah. Isn't that dude upstairs patrolling in completely the wrong spot then? I don't know. Oh, apparently he comes down here. I don't know how he does that. There isn't a way down here, is there? From up there? Not really. Yeah, fucking do it. Come get me. Did he go around the other way? He sure did. Well, here's the thing about that. I'm fast and not particularly smart. So, that'll show him. Yeah, that dude is, like, initially, he's patrolling in completely the wrong area. I wonder if he was only over there because he saw our light the first time I tried this. Okay. So. Wow. That was, that guy for real had our number. I'm gonna go. Okay, I'm just going past. He was the one guarding this route, so we're just going to go down this route real fast. And they're going to be on me. Right, forgot about that, forgot about that. Close. Yeah, okay. Yeah, wow, they know where you are instantly. The second you are down there, they know where you are. Okay, another big film reel house. No big surprise there. And I'm just gonna guess here. Yeah, hey, what a big surprise. All right, well. There's gonna end up being a film reel or two here that will be useful to us. So, interesting. Oh, I'm stuck on the stairs. Okay, a door. So, all right. Is this another secret of the simulation? Because I wouldn't mind. It turns out the other ones have been very helpful. When the bell rings, it reaches your brain before it reaches your lantern. Sure. And it warps you out. Yes. If, when you get warped out, you discover that the other person is dead, you're bell-proof if you're dead? I mean, that's not really like... That's not a secret of the simulation that's helpful to me. That's the thing we already know about. And if I die, I just get no-my statute, so I can't even, like, take advantage of that in any way. Is this going to turn out to not be helpful at all? Because if so, I'm going to be really bummed out. I feel like we did a lot of work to get down here. All right, what about this one? The unredacted version of this one. Yep, they saw what the eye's signal portended, and they grew concerned. Same, big same on that one. And then they were like, vengeance, this'll show it. I love to burn celestial bodies in effigy. Wait, is that what the laser squid's for? Were they trying to attack the eye, or... Oh. Interesting. The plan was to keep the eye's signal from ever reaching anyone else, which worked for a while until something down here broke. And that's the reason that we were able to detect the Nomai. Okay, there's something going on here. This is new. This is something. But yeah, so they contained the goal with the laser squid was to contain the signal coming out of the eye, which worked for a while, but clearly stopped working at some point. At some point, they lost control of the laser squid. So, the way brains work with artifacts. Sort of cast like a dome over, or no, that's just a protective dome for experimentation purposes. Wise thing to use. Yeah, their skulls have teeth. I noticed that when it was blowing out our lantern a minute ago. That makes me uncomfortable. I don't like a bird with teeth. I know some birds have teeth, but it ain't right. It doesn't seem right. All right, so you go to sleep, your brainwaves sync up with the program, and you come here to the simulation. Then we tried to bring one of the elders over. Oh, and that did not... Oh, dear. Elder brain no good? Or maybe... This is how they, wow, that's an incredible, like, coincidence. That this is how they learned you can be in the simulation after death. I mean, maybe I'm... I don't want to downplay, like, the significance of this or anything, especially, you know, to their whole people and whatever. But doesn't this not help me at all? I really thought we were going to get something of value out of... Okay. I can cross the bridge if I'm dead. If I'm dead, the bell won't wake me up. But how would I be dead within the zone cast by the fire? Because that's what would have to happen, right? I have to die within the zone cast by the fire. Is the fire itself damaging? Have we tried standing in it? Generally speaking, I try not to stand in fires. So... if that's actually the answer, it's a little bit disappointing. Not in the sense that, like, I don't think they've done a good job. Not like that's a bad answer. But it's a little disappointing in the sense that I should have fucking thought of that. Because, like, these things are dead all over the place. Right? Like... can I just stand in the fire and die? I sure as hell can. Well, cook my stupid ass up. And this won't set off the Nomai statue? No, because we're in this place and... when the Nomai statue gets got by the supernova, it'll still go off and do the reset. Okay, man, wow. All right, so what we actually want to do here, although I may be a little too low on time to accomplish it, is we want to go and spawn the raft thing. Wonder what happens if we die in here now. We may find out if that owl dude's anywhere nearby. I can hear his footsteps. It sounds like he's in the dirt down below us, so I think we're fine. So what we want to do now is... right, because they're like all corpsed up in here, and they're doing just fine. It should have occurred to me that we could die, but I guess, like, there's that question of, like, they plugged in and then they died because they did not care about their material reality anymore. Our whole thing is working out very differently. Still, though, it seems to me that I should have figured this out. All right, let's go to the Minus Realm and try to take advantage of this real quick before we hit simulation end. How did I... did you see it? Did you see me manage to cascade right across the top of that? Well, it's fine. I mean, we needed to reset the loop anyway. So... I guess we'll go in at Hightown. I'm just trying to think here. I don't think it really matters, and I think Hightown might be the fastest access, or what we're doing might be the fastest access, honestly. Yeah, let's just do it. Let's do it the way we've been doing it with the sunward approach. Because the sunward approach gets you in there really, really quickly. I don't want to jinx it or anything, but y'all, I think we might actually see what's inside that damn casket. Beyond the green light of reason, or at least what's in the simulation version of the casket. But opening the simulation version of the casket probably opens the real one, right? Like, that's how a lot of stuff has so far worked. Just like little miscalculation there. Small bit of what we call the fun math. Just math fun times. A little wacky math to celebrate all of the progress we're making. I feel like I should have figured this out independently. All right. Damn it, ship. It's like, no, don't go. I love you. Please don't stand in a fire until such time as you are dead. Sorry, ship. I have important things to do, and one of them is stand in a fire until such time as I am dead. The universe needs me. Because right at this point, with all the information that we've gathered from the minus world, we can open all 3 locks. Yeah, so I guess I'm very curious. I'm very curious exactly what it is they locked away. I'm also, another question that I don't really think we have an answer to, and I'm not really expecting to receive an answer to, is, what's up with all the OPSEC? Like, they're burning information behind them so that nobody can ever access it again, but what exactly, who did they think was going to, I mean, they're not wrong, obviously, but it just seems like a strange thing to focus on in your... I guess it makes the act of spite more effective. If we're going to shut that eye up forever, it's not going to say that things are going the way they're going. It's not going to tell anybody what it knows. And we're going to make sure nobody can ever hear it. Then I guess it makes sense to burn so much stuff as an act of spite, but like... They left enough of an information, enough information that there is a trail, and it does seem to have been intentional, right? Like, they left a path to the information. They burned some things, but they carefully left copies of them in secure places. I don't know. It just seems very strange. Anyway. Speaking of very strange, let's go do the thing. Hooray! Really critically important not to fall in the water at this juncture. And this time we don't have to worry about getting grabbed because all of the owl people will be safe in their spots out of my damn way. I wonder if anybody did put that together. I wonder if there are any, like, Let's Plays in which somebody realized... Because in theory, you being able to see the thing that they're seeing with the lanterns by being dead kind of makes more intuitive sense than being asleep, because the examples you have are all of them being dead. So I wonder if anybody sort of like leapfrogged ahead and figured that out. I wonder what the chain of deductions looks like if you approach it that way. Oh, y'all, I just realized we are at this point a literal ghost in the machine. That's pretty neat. So, like, boy, it does give me a question. What exactly is the function of the Nomai technology. Like, the statue... Is it the case that it didn't fire because it's, like, locked to our vitals somehow, but our vital signal is hidden by the stranger? Or... I mean, if it was just that, that would always be true, right? But we would just wake up whenever the Nomai statue triggers anyway, when Timberhearth gets nuked. Just sort of like... I'm kind of wondering if to some degree there's a little bit of like a technological positing of something like a soul going on here. And if maybe we are maybe we are a trapped soul. We are stuck in this machine, so the Nomai thing can't too dead to hear. Take that, nerds. Okay, let's hope that whatever's in there isn't gonna just jump out and eat my entire face. I'll drop this artifact because I do not remember the code. Oh, this feels momentous. This feels like a big deal. Okay, I'm gonna go get my lantern back. I think I want to have my lantern for this part, or man, do I? Well, I guess nothing's gonna happen until we actually crank the wheel in front of it anyway, right? May as well just go knock this out. I wonder if there actually is a code to the second one. Alright, I probably want to open this with rendering on, right? Let's go get the lantern. It'll be easy enough to come back and see it the other way if we want to. Alright. Oh, okay. That's all of the opening. Oh, cool. This is how every SCP starts. Oh, man, I don't want to... Oh, good. Scared. Now it turns into stairs. How long until the face appears in the darkness? Hate it, hate it, hate it. Okay. This is cool. It's a cool little workshop space. Too short to operate the telescope. Well, I sure wish that I knew what was going on out there. Well, that's the homeworld. Or that's the ringed planet the homeworld goes around. Okay. Someone else's lantern means that someone else is here. This is very bad, and I do not like it. It's one of those information staves. And just an inky, impenetrable blackness. Okay, but you're not interested in killing me. Because if you were, you'd have done it already, right? Are we cool? The prisoner. Who are you? Sure, you don't speak English. That makes sense. I mean, we're not speaking English anyway. You don't speak Harthian. Oh, right, but you have that thing. That's probably going to be helpful. Oh, yeah, you want me to put my head on the other side, right? That makes sense. Okay. Have we noted the presence of a person? Like, I have not noted, but has there been the presence of a one-antlered person in any of the other slides? Oh. You're the person who turned off the laser squid. But you just turned it off? Because the control console is obliterated. Okay, they went and they locked you up for... How dare you? How dare you do this thing? And they wrapped it back up, but too late? Did the Nomai say that they had detected the signal and then the signal had stopped? I don't remember. Oh. Okay. Yeah. How do I want to tell you stuff. Oops, sorry. I have to hold it the whole time. We were here too. Yeah, we have to tell him what happened. So I wonder, is this different, this sequence, based on how much stuff you know about the Nomai in your current save file? Because we're not in the file that I completed the game on. It's really adorable that we're telling him like our personal story too, and so yeah, that's what I have to say. He's gonna need a moment. Yeah, sorry. Should I? Oh, do you want your... Yeah. So is his body in the... Well, shit, now what? His body must be in the real world vision of the bell then, right? Their body, rather. I shouldn't assume. I'm trying to get myself away from assuming. This is honestly like a really beautiful moment. It's a very sad moment, but Where'd you go? Yeah, I mean, I guess so, man. I'm tearing up a little bit over here. So, like, I mean, should we go look at the bell in the real world? It's probably, or the, this thing is probably open, right? I'm wondering, that was a metaphorical, we go off into the exploding sunrise together, right? Not like he literally put a thing on a raft somewhere in here for us. Probably not. Although I guess I can't go back. My body's dead. So that's a problem. And there's no way to get this thing open without that being the case. So yeah, I think he was just showing us a beautiful picture metaphor, and now we sort of know everything there is to know about the stranger. There's some things I'm not clear on, but I think that might be more of a failure on my part to like put together all the pieces of the narrative than anything else, because like, why did they burn the squid console? Right? They completely destroyed it, but not when he did what he did. I guess after they set it into cover mode, they destroyed it so none of them could ever break free again. But like, that's that OPSEC. Maybe that was the beginning of their security thing. Maybe it was when he destroyed, or when he temporarily turned off the squid bubble, they decided we have to put everything in such a way that nobody can ever like break out. Nobody could show up and undo it. But over time, it did just kind of stop working, right? Because in our, if we go to the console room, it shows the lasers all misaligned, doesn't it? I think so. I think we might be done here. I don't think there's anything else to do. There's not a way for me to get back out of the simulation without dying. And then we're on a new loop and everything's just going to be as it was before the prisoner was freed. And sadly, in every other version of the loop, the prisoner will not remember. It was actually really sad. Right, because this just takes you up to a different part of the simulation. Yeah, I guess I'm just going to jump in the water here and we're going to call it. Ow, or I'm going to break my stupid legs. What a fitting way to go out. All right. I think we may have gotten it all. Let's go to the ship computer now. We'll see if the ship computer tells us that we have anything else to figure out. Yeah, and then I'll maybe go and look some things up and just see if there's anything significant that we missed, but I think we sort of got the whole story. And gosh, it's sad. Okay, so we have no, how do you even use this damn thing? Right, it's built to be, not so much built for mouse and keyboard. All right, so in the Starlit Cove, a secluded village nestled within a cove, a candlelit tower sits atop a nearby island. Okay, so the tower, the symbols at the top of the tower. We're indicating that the tower is providing, maybe the tower is powering the fires? Because, like, the fires are receiving power from an outside source, right? Because the fire in the prison bell thing ignites when the water level lowers, even though it obviously was not on prior to that. So, yeah, those tines must have just been how it is sending, like, wireless electricity to all of the torches. Found the remains of a burned out building on the outskirts of the village. I sure did. We accessed the Forbidden Archive. Found a slide reel that shows the stranger's inhabitants analyzing an anomaly that closely resembles the Nomai symbol for the Eye of the Universe. Okay. Shows an alarm bell failing to wake up one of the stranger's inhabitants. I really appreciate the very cautious wording there. Like, it doesn't want to tell you what the puzzle was if you didn't get it by watching the thing. There is a massive canyon. I found a mural of a large tree on the bottom floor of the lodge. Yeah, I think we're probably done. A bunch of slides have been burned and cannot be viewed. We never did figure out exactly what those machines are in the slide burning areas. My assumption was that they were just the devices that were used to create the slides in the first place. They're the CD burner, effectively. Okay, I did in fact find all that stuff. So, like, on anything where there is more to be found, there's explicit notes, right? That's how the clue computer works. So mostly what I'm looking for is to see if we have any such explicit notes. 3 experiments conducted with 3 different artifacts. The 3rd experiment appears to have been a success. Yeah, it sure does. So the reason that the exploding artifact didn't put us into dead mode is probably that it damages the fire too badly. Like, it damages the thing that's supposed to hold the flame. Or honestly, it may just be that artifact doesn't work in 2 separate ways, right? That can totally be the case. So yep, these map projections just reveal a secret location somewhere within the stranger. Again, very conservative wording, very careful not to give you an answer if you don't have the answer. Really appreciate it, especially after playing Deathloop. It's very nice to not have the game, like, aggressively hurling solutions at you. Next to a strange device. And the fact that there's not a mark here indicates to me that we're not supposed to figure out how the device works or to use it for anything. Okay, so that stuff's all straightforward. Shows the origin of the stranger and its inhabitants. Reveals the sacrifice that was made to build the stranger. And rather a large sacrifice, in fact. Oh, it takes care of the, if we... Yeah, it takes care of keeping track of the combinations for us. That's nice. I mean, I did it myself, but it would have been nice. So, yeah, it looks like we did, in fact, sort this. And there's no way for us to open the structure in the real world, because we have to be dead to cross that second bridge, unless we could figure out a way to find the second code, or we could, or, you know, if it exists, it's brute forceable, right? Somebody probably has already brute forced it. And if you did that, then there would be a way to open or to see the physical crypt thing open. I assume it's just the prisoner's corpse in there, though, right? I used the vision torch to share my knowledge of the solar system's history with the prisoner. Yeah, the vision torch is, it's a much better way of doing things than the Nomai stick, which is still a much better way of doing things than anything we got. Yeah, okay. I guess that's it. I guess that's all that there is to it. A massive artificial ring world hidden within some sort of cloaking field. And also, the radio tower is here. Yeah, I am actually really curious, and I will probably just look up whether the vision you give the prisoner is different based on how much of the game you've completed and how much you know about what happened to the Nomai. Like, in particular, I wonder if it's different if you have read about the Ghost Rock explosion. But I guess that's it. Like I said, I have some thoughts about the owl folk and to some extent perhaps why the developers felt that it was a good idea to come back and add on to what was already a very complete experience. And I want to try to get those in order before I talk about it at all. So I think I'm gonna this is where we're gonna end this one. I'm just gonna go ahead and press the button, and thank you all so much for watching. At some point in the next couple of weeks, I hope to come back with a video that's just like just a couple minutes of me talking and sort of like elucidating a clearer, more sort of put together version of my thoughts. And until then, if you come back next time tomorrow, I'm sure there'll be some kind of weird new thing right here in this space, and we'll see you then.